Cometh the man, cometh the hour. You can't make this thing up, man. To be in cruise control for a majority of that first half, actually the entire first half, and it looked like we were going to run it up. And then to let it slip a little bit in that second half to see West Ham come back, only for Captain Fantastic Virgil van Dijk, the man that's probably going to be putting a pen to a paper within the next 24 hours, rescue the game after a mistake and misunderstanding between him and Robbo, where neither of them are really in the wrong there, but we could have done better defensively, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it couldn't have been timed better, man. It couldn't have been timed better. In a moment where Mo just got his deal, VVD's on the verge of getting his deal. We are 2 wins away from lifting a Premier League trophy for the second time in my lifetime, and for a majority of you guys in your lifetime as well. And for some of you, the first time in your lifetime, and it'll be the first time at Anfield with a full house. No COVID, no lockdown. They'll lift this trophy in front of the fans, man. And it's gonna be very special. And I don't know if we understand, or if it's kicking in yet, or if we even really are gauging what's actually happening this season. Something really, really cool has happened with Arne Slot and this team. And I think we need to give this team some love. We need to give this team some credit. Was today's performance perfect? Not by a long shot, but it was perfect in all of the other ways that you'd want as a human being. It had everything, right? So before we jump into the details of this game, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. While you're down there, tell us where you are going to be watching the trophy lift from. If you're watching it at Anfield, please let us know down in the comments below if you are actually potentially going to be able to get a chance to see them lift that trophy at Anfield. Let us know if you're going to the parade, or let us know if you're watching from at home. I'm going to be here in Las Vegas. I know we had some South Africans in the house in the last video. We had some Australians in the house in the last video as well. Tell us where you're going to be watching from. But that first half, it was brilliant, man. I really liked that first half. We looked fluid. We looked dangerous in the passing and the movement. I mean, the way that Maka and Ryan were able to get on the ball in that first half was just beautiful. And the way that Maka and Ryan are able to take the ball and just go, it's a work of art. It's beautiful. And I really do think they are two of the best midfielders in the world on their day. I think really what we really need to figure out is what we're going to do with that number 10 spot. I don't know if Sabo's a good fit right there. I don't know if Curtis Jones is a good fit right there. But that's another question for another day. But hats off to both of those players, McAllister and Ryan Gravenberg. McAllister probably should have got another goal here today. He is on another level right now, and one of the most underrated midfielders in the Premier League right now. I'll throw his stats up right here. He covered almost every blade of grass today and was close to being my man of the match. But I do think it is Alisson Becker for those second half heroics and keeping us in this game and keeping it pretty much, 1-0 for a really long time before the era. Mo Salah. Mo Salah did whatever he wanted today. He looked like he just signed a new deal, worth $400,000 a week that could go up to $1 million. I'm hearing a lot of different stuff, but he looked incredible. And to be able to break the record for most goals and assists with that type of assist, outside of the boot, boy, and just watching it glide across the pitch, making it easy for Diaz to put it in the back of the net. Absolutely fantastic. And I think we need to talk about this a lot more. The numbers that he's putting up this season, he needs a lot more credit than he's getting. And I think he needs a little bit more love from our fan base. Mo Salah is a special, special player. And the fact that he's choosing to stay with this team and be loyal to us, where loyalty is so rare to come by in football, it's incredible. We can't act like, he's not getting paid very, very well to be loyal to us. But he is a fantastic player and could go on to break the goal record and the assist record in one season. That would be absolutely insane for him to do. I think he's going to break the assist record. The goal record, we'll still have to see. But I really would like to see Mo as a false nine. And I've brought this up a couple times in the last handful of videos. When the pace starts to go, because it will go, I'd like to see him move infield like Messi and like Ronaldo did later in their careers, because I think he can extend his career maybe another 3 or 4 years if he makes that transition. But I loved what I saw. Fantastic performance from Mo today. Just missing the goal. Diaz has been magisterial on that left hand side in the past couple weeks, and is on 15 goals now, and could potentially hit at that 20 goal mark, which is everything you want to see in a Liverpool left winger, which we haven't really had since Sadio Mane departed the club. So the fact that Slot is getting the most out of Diaz on that left hand side is absolutely fantastic. I think we do need to have a talk about Cody Gakpo eventually, because ever since that injury, he hasn't really been the same. I really do hope he recovers and starts playing well to finish the season strong. But for now, Diaz, I think, has that left side pinned down. Him and Suarez, him and Salah were very, very good today on either of those wings. The second half, oddly, the substitutions from Arne Slot in that second half, low key, they low key missed today. The subs low key missed today. They backfired a little bit. We let them back in when those subs came onto the field. And then maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh on Curtis Jones. Maybe Curtis Jones was the one that was keeping everything kind of together and keeping us control over the game, because when he came out of the match, things just kind of went haywire. So I had to go back and look at that. Sabasai did not affect the game as much as I would want him to. Does that mean he's a bad player? I don't think so. I think he does play very well in that number 10 position on his day, but is that a long-term position for him? I actually think he's better as a winger or as a wide 10, like how he played in RB. But that's also another conversation for another day. I think another thing we definitely need to bring up is that West Ham are professionals, right? We play in a professional league. We play in the Premier League, which is the most competitive league in the world. We're not going to dominate every game. And I think we've grown numb to City actually being able to do that for the last couple of years, but they're getting their due now. I think we're understanding that in any sport, if a team is dominating and it's no competition on the professional level, there's an issue with the competition level in the entire league if that's happening. But I think it's starting to balance itself out, and we're seeing City struggle a little bit. So I think our expectations maybe is a little bit too high on this Liverpool team, who are dominant, right? Let's keep that in mind. We've only lost 2 games all season. But to go in and thinking that we're going to blow every team away 3 and 4-0, it's just not going to happen. It's not really the style that Slot really plays in that heavy metal push go 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 in the Klopp style, where we were at the peak of our powers with that legendary front three where we were doing that. I think we got a little bit too used to that, and then we got a little bit too used to Pep being so dominant and not thinking that teams can be competitive and probably should be competitive in the best league in the world, right? So it's a nice even match. From a neutral perspective, it was fantastic. As a fantastic watch, especially that second half, back and forth, incredible saves, hitting off the bar. We was going everywhere, late winners, everything that you would want to see. Storyline with VVD and Salah in the background as well, both contributing the goals today. It had everything. I was thoroughly impressed by the Slot team, and I really, really enjoyed the match today. Honestly, I don't think I would change anything about this, right? But the own goal, I think it's really nothing that you could do about that one. It's a misunderstanding. VVD is trying to clear it. Robbo's coming the other direction. It pings balls off of him and into the back of the net. We could be looking at 2-0, right? Instead of 1-0. But I think the ability to be able to turn it on at will, the way that Liverpool did after conceding that own goal and immediately grab it back within 5 and 6 minutes, it's a championship trait. Whether you like the way that it's done or not, or whether you feel like it was sloppy or we could have been more dominant or not, being able to turn it on and go grab a goal and save a game in the depth, it's a championship trait. No matter what sport that you watch, being able to pull it back from the jaws of, in this case, a draw, not defeat, but the jaws of a draw or a defeat, and win it when you need to at will is the sign of a championship team. And that is exactly what we are. And I think you need to understand that, yo. We are a championship team, and we are about to win a Premier League title, boys. We're about to win a Premier League title, boys. So it's going to be pretty sick. It's not all doom and gloom. I'm really, really happy with this performance. And I think it gave us a really nice look at what this team could potentially look like in the future. Connor Bradley was great today. Came off a little bit early as well. Kwanzaa came on, didn't affect the game as well. I mean, those three substitutions were a little bit weird. And I think Slot will now know, okay, we need a little bit more depth in the defense and probably bring in another midfielder that can potentially be a little bit more physical and can control the game when I need him to, because the substitutes really didn't do much, right? But Connor Bradley, I love you, my boy. I almost forgot about you. I love you. You looked very, very good today, and you brought balance to this team. We looked unpredictable in possession when Connor Bradley was on the pitch for the first time in a really long time. It wasn't funnel it to Salah, even though Salah had a fantastic game. The wealth was spread across the pitch. Maka was getting chances. Ryan was getting chances. Diaz was getting chances. Mo set up. It was beautiful, and hopefully we can build on that and we can continue to grow in a new way that maybe we aren't used to seeing, because it's been 10 years of the essentially a very similar style of attack where it's Trent to Salah or VVD to a crossfield pass to Salah, press down. It's a new era, and I'm very, very excited for it. So what are the big takeaways? I think one thing is clear: we for sure need another 9 down the pipe. We for sure need another 9 down the pipe. Jota was, for the most part, anonymous in this match. I think we need a younger, fresher left back. Simicas did play very well today. Big shout out to Simicas, but I do think we need reinforcements in that area. Someone that is good on the ball, pacey, and physical. Is that Kirkes? I don't know. Is that Hato? I don't know. Who knows what the back room is gonna go after? But I think we were talking about this in the Discord. I think this team is 2 to 3 solid pieces away from being a serious team to worry about in all competitions. But 1 down, 2 more to go to seal this title. Maybe less if Arsenal keep dropping points. Enjoy this victory. Enjoy this time as a Liverpool fan. It's a glorious time, and it doesn't happen often. And I think that's what I really want to implore and make sure that everybody that's watching this understands, is that we haven't won Premier Leagues very often. We're about to right now, guys. Enjoy this. Enjoy this, relish this. You guys deserve it. You guys as fans have made this season absolutely incredible, not just for me, but I'm sure for the boys on the field. They feel you, they hear you, they see you online. They do 100%. Thank you for supporting this amazing club. Thank you for being a part of this journey. It's a huge, huge accomplishment of what we're about to witness. And it's the start of a dynasty, baby. It's the start of an era. I feel it. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys. If you love the content, do that. If you don't, that's totally okay. Thanks for tagging along the ride, and appreciate you. Leave comments down below. Be respectful down there. Have fantastic conversations with your fellow fans. We're all in this together. Have a good, respectful heart about everything. So remember, that's our saying: you never walk alone. So have that heart when you come into these communities. I appreciate all you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.